A scooter acquires a velocity of 36 km per hour in 10 seconds just after the start. So just after the start means object has started from rest, that is from the stationary position. From the stationary position it has started and then acquires a velocity of 36 km per hour. Then in 10 seconds. So that means here, what is the initial velocity? Initial velocity is 0 because it has started from the start, that is just after the start. That means it has started. So from where it will start? It will start from 0 always. So u is equal to 0 meter per second. And then final velocity, it is acquired at 36 kilometer per hour. So it is 36 kilometer per hour is the v value. So we have to convert into meter per second. So how to convert? Amrita? Amrita? Ankita, how to convert 36 kilometer per hour to meter per second?
Multiply 36 into 1000 and hours can be written as 60 minutes.
In hour to seconds.
Seconds, we can write it as 3600 seconds.
So 5 by 18 in the simplest
Ma'am, it is
form.
10 meter per second.
So 18 twos are 36. So it is 10 meter per second. In this case, you have to find out the acceleration in that case. So acceleration is equal to formula
Minus u by t.
v minus u by t. Final velocity is 10. Initial velocity is 0. Time taken is 10 seconds. 10 minus 0 is 10 by 10. That is 1 meter per second square is the acceleration in the first case. This is first case. Now when after starts, it takes 20 seconds to stop. So after 20 seconds, here to stop, that means it has acquired a velocity of 36 km per hour. So from the 0, it has moved to 36 km per hour. And then again, it will take how much time to stop? 20 more seconds. So from this one, it will take 20 seconds more. It has stopped. So it becomes 0. So stopped means the velocity becomes 0. So that means initial velocity is 36 km per hour and it has stopped after 20 seconds. And then you have to calculate the speed here, acceleration in this case. Here it is retardation will come because the speed has decreased, becomes 0. So initial velocity here it is 36 km per hour and the final velocity is 0 in this case. So 36 km per hour is equal to 10 meter per second is the value of u. V is 0. So you have to calculate acceleration, that is retardation actually. V minus u by t. V is 0 minus 10 by 20 because 20 seconds has taken. Minus 10 by 20. So this get cancelled. This is minus 1 by 2 which is 0.5 meter per second square.
Minus 0.5.
Yeah, minus 0.5 retardation.
Ma'am, so if we are writing minus 0.5 meter per second square is the acceleration.
Yeah, minus 0.5 is acceleration. And if you write retardation of 0.5 meter per second square, no need to add minus sign there. The next question you can try. You will get the decimal answers.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I mean this U is 56 and V is 58.
Yes, right. Initially, it was
And
moving with a 56 kilometer per hour, and after 1 second, the speed changed to 58 kilometer per hour.
Ma'am, is the answer 5 by 9 meter per second square?
Yes, right.
So should we convert it into decimal?
Yes, convert now.
ma'am, is it 5.55?
Yes, 0.55.
Yeah, 0.55.
I'm getting 1 point something.
How you get 5 by 9 is how 1 point something. 5 is smaller than 9.
Yeah.
Then ma'am.
Ma'am, is the answer 0.56?
0.555. That is 0.56. Everyone got the answer? Anyone still facing problem?
No, ma'am.
Anyone facing problem couldn't get the answer? Tell me. Raise your hand.
No, ma'am.
Got it? Yatin, you got it or didn't get?
Ma'am, I got it, ma'am. I don't
Oh,
have doubt.
okay. Okay, fine. Then this will say next question.
Ma'am, the question is repeating. Just the second part is not there.
Now,
Yeah.
Ma'am, the answer
yes.
is
Answer is
0.25 meter per second square. 0.25 meter per second square.
Ma'am.
I got 0.25 meter per second.
0.25 meter per second square is the answer of that sixth question.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, we got the acceleration as minus 2.5 meter per square. It's written to find the retardation. So should we convert it like retardation equals 2.5 meter per second square?
Yeah, you can write as A is equal to minus 2.5 meter per second square. That is the final answer. You can do anything.
But here they have told to find the retardation. So should
Retardation.
we
Yeah,
write that?
retardation of that value. So retardation, when you keep it minus sign, doesn't matter.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, retardation actually it is positive value, and acceleration is, if you are writing acceleration, then it is negative value.
Okay.
Everyone got the answer? Seventh one. Rupika, you got the answer?
Ma'am, I'm still solving.
Sixth one you got?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I got.
Ma'am, how to solve the eighth question?
Ma'am,
Yes.
eighth
Seven
question.
completed, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the 8 questions are 10.
Yes. They have asked the increase in velocity. So acceleration is equal to V minus U by T. So V minus U is the increase in velocity, no? Change in velocity or increase in velocity divided by T is equal to A. So A into T is change in velocity or increase in velocity. They have not asked to find out the two velocities separately. They are asking only the difference in velocities. A is 5 and T is 2. That is 10 meter per second is the increase in velocity. That's right. So these are the questions based on acceleration. So there are many more numericals are there based on equations of motion. So before studying equations of motion, we have to go through the graphs of linear motion. There are two types of a graphs are there. We have to check which type of a graph for what conditions. So next part is the graphs.
Ma'am, should we have graph paper?
No. Normal paper you are drawing. So here it is graphs. Graphs of linear motion. Now first, there are two types of graphs are present. One is distance time graph. That means change in distance with time, in time duration, and in that how much distance has been changed and every different time intervals that we have to check out. That is the first is distance time graph, and the second one is speed time graph or velocity time graph. Speed time graph or velocity time graph. So this is called ST graph. S is the distance, so ST graph, it is in short, it is called, or VT graph for these one. Speed and speed time graph is called as VT graph. So one by one, different conditions, we have to see the graphs.
Ma'am,
So first is, yes,
ma'am, like a speed time graph, there is velocity time. So is there any displacement time graph?
no.
Okay.
Displacement, yes, but you are not supposed to learn
Okay, ma'am.
this year. ICC has, not you people. Distance, displacement time graph is also there. So distance time graph, that is ST graph, we are drawing for different values in the motion when the object is moving. At different time intervals, we have to check out their distances and we have to plot those points on the graph. So that is for that drawing the graph, we have X and Y axis. It's like this one you will get. In this is X, on X axis, we have to take the values of time in seconds, and the on y axis we have to take the distance s in meters. That way we have to substitute the values, we have to plot the points by this one. So for example, suppose we have first case we have done. So in motion, this is origin, so it is a motion from point A to B. If the object starts moving A to B, it has covered 10-meter distance in 1 second. Now from B to C, in next 1 second, it has covered a distance of 10 meters. Again from C to D, 10-meter distance in next 1 second. D to E, 10-meter distance in 1 second. Now in this case, what is the distance? Different values of distance and different values of time. So first 10-meter distance is covered in 1 second. Now in 2 seconds, how much distance is covered? In first 2 seconds,
20
that means
meters.
so it is totally 20 meter. 10 plus 10, that is 20-meter distance is covered. Now from C, now in 3 seconds, how much distance is covered?
30 meter.
30 meters. Next in total 4 seconds, how much distance covered?
40 meter.
40 meters. Okay, so these values we have to plot on the graph. Time is on x-axis and s is on y-axis, so therefore it is x, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So x is 1, 10, 2, 20, 3, 30 and 4, 40. So these points we have to plot on the graph. So this is rough work you are doing. You are not drawing the proper graph. You only has to understood which type of a graph for which type of motion. So one simple example I'm telling you. This is 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds.
The uniform motion.
Yes, 10 meters, 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter and 40 meter. Now here for 1 meters, 1 second, the distance covered is 10 meters. In 2 seconds, the distance covered is 20. In 3 seconds, the distance covered is 30. And in 4 seconds, you get the distance covered as 40. So these are the points. So when we join it, we will get a straight line. So we have to join those points. With a scale, we have to join it. So this way, we will get the graph of VST graph. And we have seen here, this graph is, which type of a motion is here?
Uniform.
Uniform motion, that is every interval of a time, the distance covered is same. So this is uniform motion. So you will get for uniform motion, you will get the graph. It is a straight line passing through origin. So for uniform motion, ST graph, that is a distance time graph, is straight line passing through origin. Okay, so it is always for the distance time graph. So first case, uniform motion. So how we get the graph? That is straight line passing through origin, we will get the graph. This is inclined to x-axis. So it is always inclined. So whenever, whatever the values you will get it, you will always get the graph like this straight line. And this is always making some angle with the x-axis. That is a time graph, time axis. Is it clear? But it is always, remember that uniform motion means the graph is straight line inclined, inclined. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you tell this one, second motion, second graph for ST graph, that is distance time graph, when the object is stationary. That means object is at rest. Then how, which type of a graph we will get it? Object is stationary, that means it is not moving at all. Right now you are sitting in front of your laptop or a mobile. That means you have covered some distance initially from one of the room to this room. And then now from last 1 hour, you are sitting at the same position. So time is going on, but you have not changed your position. So initially you have traveled some distance. Suppose you can consider as a 100-meter distance you have this one. 10-meter distance you have traveled, and after that, after traveling 10 meter, now you are constant. So now time is going on, but your distance from the original position, that is 10 meter from the original position, has not changed. Then how to draw this graph? Now here time is going on. This is time we have to draw on a x-axis and the distance on y-axis, s in meters. So initially you have covered 10-meter distance from another room to this room. Now it is 10-meter distance is initially covered. And after that, time is going on 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Have you changed the position?
No.
No. That means you are present from the 10 meters from the main door of your house. So you will remain at the 10 meter from the main door. Again, after 20 seconds also you are at the same position, that is 10 meter from the main door. 10 meter you have traveled, and after that it is constant. Then again it is constant. Again it is the same. So when we join, what we will get? So which type of a graph we got? What is the graph here? Now this is when the object is stationary. You will get the graph. It is a straight line. Graph is straight line parallel to x-axis. Parallel to time axis. So it is always a straight line parallel to time axis. Okay. So whenever object is not moving, the object will be stationary. At that time, you will get the straight line graph. Distance time graph is a straight line. Okay. So that means, for example, I will give you the condition. That is, you have riding a cycle. You are riding a cycle from your home to school. So you are moving with a uniform speed. From your home to school, suppose it is 500-meter distance from your house to the school. So you can reach there in 10 minutes. So for 10 minutes, this is initially you have moved with time distance. You started riding the cycle with a uniform speed. So your house is 100 meter, 500 meters, suppose. So 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500. So you have started from zero. Your bicycle is at rest. That means it is not moving. Generally, it is started from rest. And as the time is going on, you started moving with a uniform motion, riding the cycle in a uniform motion. So you have covered a 5-meter distance while reaching the school. And after that, when you reach a school, at that time, after that, you are not moving. You are sitting on your bench. So that means after that, there is no motion is going on. So you are at the 500 meters from your house. You are sitting at the same position. You are not changing your position. So there is no distance increment. So you will get the graph like a straight line. You will sit for some hours there, and after that again you started moving to your house. After the school gets over, you start moving towards your house. At that time again your distance covered with goes on changing, so it is get added up. So again from here, if you are moving with a uniform motion, it will start moving continuously upwards. Is that clear? So this, by seeing this graph, what you have seen here, it is an inclined graph. That means your distance covered is keep on increasing with time. After that, when you reach a school, at that time, no, there is no motion. So that means distance is not changing. So at that time, you will get the distance same. So time is going on, but the distance covered is not changing. And after that, again, when the school gets over, you are coming back to the house. So again, distance covered by you will keep on changing. That is keep on increasing. So from here, if you are moving with a uniform motion, then it is the again graph which is inclined to time axis. Like this, you will get the graph. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So by seeing the graph, you will get to know when the motion is uniform, when the motion is not any object is not moving, that means it is stationary, and when it is again changing its position. So here you are not supposed to draw the diagrams or anything. You have to draw the simple. They will not ask you anything to draw for any of the things. The graph will be given. You have to find out the type of motion from that graph. But reading the graph, I am explaining you how to read the graph. Is it clear? So whenever the motion is uniform, the this graph is straight line. And whenever the object is not moving, that time you will get the straight line parallel to time axis. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now the third case, when the object is not moving, this one in a uniform motion. The third case is object is moving with
Non-uniform.
variable speed. Variable speed. So that means it is non-uniform motion. So in that case, you will get the graph which is not straight. It is a parabola. That I've explained you that part. So it is, this is S in meters. This is time in seconds. And then you will get the graph. The speed is the distance is keep on increasing. So you will get the curve, but which is not straight. It is moving like this. It will not be straight. It is bent line. You will get it. Clear? So if you try to draw the values I have explained last class, when non-uniform motion I have explained you. So at that time I have given you values. So by those points you plot on the graph, you will get that graph as a parabola. That is a curve path you will get it. So in this case you can write as student moving to school 500 meter from his house. Again sat for some time and then again moved back or return back to house. This is a graph of that situation. So write down these all points. Always whenever a ST graph is given, time is always taken on x-axis and the distance is always taken on the y-axis.
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
Distance time graph is always increasing. It cannot decrease anyhow because distance covered is keep on adding up.
Can you roll it down?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can you scroll it little bit up?
Okay, fine. This much
Yes,
or above?
ma'am, that only. Ma'am, then you can scroll down.
Ma'am, can you scroll a bit down?
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
Non-uniform motion you will get this way or this way also, like this. Any one way you can get it, depending on the values.
Ma'am, done. Ma'am, it will be curved only.
Yes, it is always curve. It cannot be straight line because the motion is not uniform. So you
Ma'am,
can
it
check the
cannot be zigzag like upwards.
upwards, downwards, how it is possible. It is moving only upward. Distance cannot be decreased.
Okay.
Distance covered cannot be decreased because every time whenever the object is in motion, the distances keep on adding up.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so that time due to that it will not be moving upward, coming down, moving upward, coming down, will not happen, will not be possible. You can take
Okay.
the example that is non-uniform motion. I gave you one example. Yeah, here. In this question, you will see here. That is in 1 second, how much is the distance covered in this example?
10 meters.
10 meters. In 2 seconds?
20 meters.
2 seconds.
Okay.
2 seconds, that means this is 1 plus 1.
30 meters.
30 meters. Then in 3 seconds,
60 meters.
60 meter. In 4 seconds,
75 meters.
75 meters. And in 5 seconds,
85 meters.
85 meters. If we plot these points on the graph, how we will get it? Do we get the straight line?
No, ma'am.
So if we plot this point 0, then this one is 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and 5 seconds. Here it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So in 1 second, 10 meter distance, 2 seconds, 30 meters here, 3 seconds, 60 meters, 4 seconds, 75, somewhere here, here, and 5 seconds, 85 here. When we join it, how it will take place? Will it be a straight line?
No, ma'am.
So it is a curve path. So this is the non-uniform motion. The distance covered is not equal. So you will get the curved line. Is it clear?
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Then, ma'am.
Okay. So this way. Now from this graph, some information we have to find out. So one example. Now I will give you one example. Now tell me the types of motion taken place by the object. one object's graph is shown, its motion. The object started the cycle, person started riding a cycle, and from origin he has started from the rest, and his motion is seen like this. Now this is point A, this is point B, this is C, this is D, here to here, E, and this is about F. Now tell me the types of motion from O to A. OA. This is
Uniform motion.
ST graph. This is OA is uniform motion because you will see the straight line graph, right? Now AB,
Stationary.
Stationary.
object is at rest. It has stopped for some duration, distance. Then BC,
Uniform.
again starting moving with the uniform motion.
Uniform motion.
Then from CD,
Increase.
CD is also uniform.
Uniform.
uniform. C to D is uniform. Then DE,
At rest.
At rest.
at rest. And again EF,
Uniform motion.
It is non-uniform motion.
Non-uniform.
the curve. So this is non-uniform motion. Is that clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
How the graph looks like? That means this is a motion that is the student has started riding a cycle with uniform motion from the rest. After that, he stops for some duration. Then again, he has increased his speed and moved further. Some distance he has covered. Again, from that, the speed has been changed, but he is moving continuously. After again, he stopped for some duration, and again, he is now moving, but not with uniform motion. It's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, from distance time graph, we can find out the speed. We can find speed at given time. Instantaneous speed we can find out. Suppose this value in this graph, this is 10 seconds. This will happen in 20 seconds. This has happened in 30 seconds. Now in first 10 seconds, what is the distance covered? We have to calculate from the upper part. From the uniform motion only, we can find out the distance covered. So this, speed. Speed while moving from O to A. For that, at this position, 10 seconds. So in first 10 seconds. First 10 seconds, the object has reached point A. And at that time, the speed distance is 100 meters. So what is the speed? Speed is equal to, when object is moving with a uniform motion, the speed is equal to distance by time. V is equal to S by T. So in 10 seconds, what is the speed? Distance covered is
100 meters.
100 meters. So 100 divided by time is 10 seconds. So 0 to 10. So that is 100 meters it has covered in 10 seconds. So that is 10 meter per second is the speed. Okay. Now suppose if they have asked to find out the speed when moving in between 20 to 30 seconds. Find speed when object travels 20 seconds to 30 seconds. So from 20 to 30 also motion is uniform. So from 20 milliseconds at this interval of 20 to 30 seconds, what are their distances? We have to calculate. So B is at 100 meters and C is at suppose 300 meters. C, when the object reached the point C, it has covered 300 meter distance. Then in this duration, 20 to 30 seconds, how much distance this one has covered? The object covers how much distance?
200 meters.
So at point B, when the person has reached, the object has reached point B, its distance covered is 100 meters. And now when he has reached at C, at that time distance he has covered total 300 meters. So how much is the distance covered from B to C? That is 300 minus 100, which is 200. So distance covered is equal to 300 minus 100, that is 200 meters. And how much is the time taken to complete this?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. That is 30 minus 20. That is 10 seconds it has taken. So then what is the speed? Distance divided by time. 200 by 10. That is 20 meter per second. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
How to
ma'am.
find out the distance covered? Is that clear? Sorry, speed. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So draw the graph. Draw the graph. Write the types of motion at different intervals. And then write down those two questions.
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
Done, ma'am.
sorry. We have to start with the VT graph, that is speed time graph. First condition we have to check, that is object is moving with uniform motion. Object is moving with uniform motion. We have already seen the example, that is while object is moving from A to B 10 meters in 1 second, next 10 meters in next 1 second, next 1 second the distance covered is the same, next 1 second also the distance covered is same. Now this is a uniform motion example. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is uniform motion. But what we have to draw, now we are not supposed to draw the distance time graph. We have to draw the speed time graph. So we need to calculate speed at every interval. So what is the speed at every interval? Speed is equal to S by T. That is 10 by 1, which is 10 meter per second. 10 by 1, 10 meter per second. 10 by 1, again it is 10 meter per second. Again 10 by 1, 10 meter per second. Then we see uniform motion, the speed always remain constant. So to plot the points, you need the time and speed value. So what is the time? In 1 second, what is the time? Speed is, in 1 second, speed is 10 meter per second. In next 2 seconds also, the speed is 10 meter per second. In 3 seconds, also the speed is 10 meter per second. In 4 seconds, also the speed has remained constant, that is 10 meter per second. So time goes on increasing, but the speed always remain constant. If you plot these points on the graph, what we will get? So if these points we plot on the graph, that is the time on x-axis and the speed v meter per second on y-axis, and time is in seconds. So 1 seconds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. The speed always remains same at 10 meter per second square, 10 meter per second. So at 1 second, the speed is 10. At 2 seconds also the speed is 10. At 3 seconds also the speed is 10. 4 seconds also speed is 10. And if we find out for 5 also, it is speed is 10. So when we join, this is a straight line parallel to time axis. So when the object is moving with a uniform motion, the speed time graph will be always a straight line parallel to x-axis, that is time axis. So VT graph of uniform motion is a straight line parallel to time axis. Time axis, that means time is shown on which axis? That axis. Is this explanation clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So write down this for uniform motion.
Ma'am,
Yes.
and this is related to speed.
Is related to speed time graph. So speed we have plotted on the graph, speed and time. So at different time intervals, what are the speeds?
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
So whenever you will see VT graph parallel to x-axis, that is a horizontal line you will see. So that means the object is moving with uniform speed. So there is no change in the speed when the line is straight line, horizontal line. Horizontal line in distance time graph, what does it indicates?
Rest.
The object is at rest. And VT graph, that is a speed time graph, in that horizontal line indicates the object is moving but with constant speed.
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now this is about the
Done,
uniform motion. The next is for non-uniform motion. Motion is not uniform, but there are again two conditions. That is, speed is changing with a equal ratio or equal rate, and speed is not changing at equal rate. This means, have you completed earlier part, everyone? Now next case is object is moving with variable speed. That is non-uniform motion. But condition is, in that the first condition is speed is changing equally. Object is changing speed equally. This means here from moving from A to B distance, initial speed is 0 meter per second, point A, point B. Initial speed is 0 meter per second and it has increased speed by 10 meter per second. Now moving from B to C. Now the speed, the person has increased the speed but equally. So what is the difference between 10 and 0 is 10. So at at point C, the speed changes to 20 meter per second. So in this is first 10 seconds. This is in next 10 seconds. Interval is same. In a same interval of a time, the speed has been changed, but change in speed is same. Change in speed is same. Now again moving from C to D, duration is 10 seconds. So what should be the speed now? To maintain the equal rate, equal difference,
30 meter per second.
it is 30 meter per second. Again from moving from D to E, time taken is 10 seconds and the speed again increased. So how much it is?
40 meter per second.
It should be 40 meter. Why we are taking speed, change in speed should be same. Same change in speed in equal intervals. Interval is same, 10 second, 10 second, 10 second, but the speed is changing, but the speed changing with equal value. So difference in speed is same, right? So this type of a motion is called as uniformly accelerated motion. Because in this case, you will see that the speed is changing with an equal difference. So this means acceleration will remain same. So therefore, it is called as uniformly accelerated motion. So what is a change in speed? Every interval of a time. Moving from A to B, difference is 10. B to C, difference is 20 minus 10 is 10. 10 minus 0, 20 minus 10. 30 minus 20 is again 10 and 40 minus 30 is again 10. So every time change in speed is same. And what is acceleration? Acceleration is equal to change in speed by time. So what is the change in speed? 10 meter per second. And in how much duration it has been done? In 10 seconds. So what is the acceleration then? 10 by 10, which is 1 meter per second square. In the next interval, difference is same 10 and time duration is also same 10. So it is again 1 meter per second square. In the third interval, difference is again 10 and the time is again 10. So it is 1 meter per second square. In the fourth case also, difference is 10 and time duration is 10. So it is 1 meter per second square. So in this case, you will see that is acceleration remains same. Why acceleration remains same? Because object has changed its speed with equal value. So in every interval, the object has increased his speed, but equally it is increased. So that means it was initially 0. It has been increased by 10 meter per second. So reaches to 10 meter per second. Then it is to 20, then 30, then 40. So equal increase in speed was there. So due to which change in speed remains same, and that makes the acceleration equal. So this type of motion we call as uniformly accelerated motion. Is this clear? Is this part clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone has
Yes,
a problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone has a problem understanding this part? Raise your hand. Anyone facing problem in understanding this? No one. Everyone got. Vishal, you also got it. Rupika, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now if this kind of a cases we plot in the these speed values and the this one we plot on the graph time. So let us check how the graph will look like. Now initially in 10 seconds, 0, 10 seconds, 20, 30, 40, 50. In the first 10 seconds, what is the speed? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now in first 10 seconds, what was the speed? Is 10 meter per second. So 10 and 10, we have to match it. So we have to draw the graph here, plot the point here. Now 20 seconds, how much is the total difference? Total speed in 20 seconds, it is 10 plus 10, 20. At that time, what is the speed?
20 meter per second.
20 meter per second. So at 20 seconds, the speed has changed to 20. At 30 seconds, the speed has changed to 30. In 40 seconds, the speed has increased to 40 meter per second. And again at 50 seconds, we got the speed as 50 meter per second. So when we plot these points, join these points, we will get the straight line passing through origin. Because why origin? Because the object has started from 0. So we will get the straight line. So it is straight line, we will get it, which is passing through origin because here the object has started from rest. Initial value is 0. Initial speed, you can see it is 0. At 10 seconds, the speed is 10 meter per second, 20 meter per second. In time of 30 seconds, the speed has increased to 30. In 40 seconds, the speed has increased to 40 meter per second. If we plot these points on the graph, we will get the graph, which is a straight line inclined to time axis. So graph of uniformly accelerated motion. This kind of a motion we call as uniformly accelerated motion. Why uniformly accelerated motion? Because speed is changing equally, due to which acceleration remain constant. Is straight line inclined, that is bent and make some angle with the time axis. Inclined to time axis. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then write it down. So after this, we will stop.
Ma'am, done, ma'am.
If completed, okay, last line you have to do.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, whoever completed, they can leave. And 3
Thank you,
o'clock.
ma'am.
3 o'clock, you have to log in the same Zoom ID.
Same Zoom
Thank
ID.
you, ma'am.
Yeah, same Zoom ID you have to log in.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
and whoever has doubt, they wait. Whoever has any doubt, they can wait.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.